So where are we at with the Frankenstein build? Well, that's the last aileron that I'm building right now. So nearly there, got a few, just working on the leading edge now and some stiffeners and stuff like that. Had the plane still parked that way. It seems to fit in the shed just a little bit better that way, but I had to fit that wing up there to test fit and muck about with a few things and the control rods and stuff. So yeah, that's the fuel tank there. Mock up anyway, I don't think that'll hold too well, but that's the basic shape and idea. I sort of wanted 60 litres a side, and this is a shade under it. Should give me around about 3 hours flying time with reserve. That's what I'm thinking of. So we'll see. I'm still thinking about that. I wouldn't mind 4 hours total, but I could probably run a tube down through these gaps here. I was thinking it as an auxiliary fuel tank or something like that, just to boost it. Jury's still out there. I'm still thinking about it, so I just left it there and moved on to something different for a bit. So yeah, so a bit more. It's a bit slow lately. I'm doing a lot more driving at the moment, which sort of takes the fun out of things, and I'm a bit jet lagged. But still thinking about a few different things, but we're getting close. Once I've got this done, I'm gonna have to sneak out here and underneath the patio and put both wings on and rig them a bit so one wing doesn't lead compared to the other. So I'll have to make trusses and stuff like that to do that. What else? We can start skinning these wings soon. That'll be exciting. Start looking, you realise, oh, it's not that much to go now. What was it? 90% done and 90% to go. Good fun. Good fun. Yes. I still try and do one thing at least per day on this. Just something. Otherwise you can soon get into that trap of getting back to it, and suddenly it's 20 years down the track. So I actually want to fly this thing. So we'll get there. Patience and perseverance and a pot of Vaseline, as they say. Yes, there's more to that. But anyway, fun times. Fun times. So I don't know if you can see this. There's a little bit of a joggle here. What that does is, so when another piece here rivets onto that, it's all flush and the skin doesn't have a ripple on top of it. So normally when you make a joggle, you can use that in the form block, or when you fold that up you can put little spaces in there and all of that sort of stuff. That works great if you know where the joggle needs to be. But the way we're going about things and the materials we're using, and just using angles and stuff like that, quite often you don't know where the joggle has to be until you've made the part. So this is how we cheat. So that's where this thing comes in. So it's quite simple, just a little cut there. I've worked that space there is how wide I want the joggle to be. You don't want to have the joggle too sharp in here, otherwise it'll end up splitting. One end a little bit shorter than the other because this one goes underneath the bracket and this one goes over the top, and that's why this is radiused here. So the metal has to go somewhere, even when you're forming it. And also you radius these edges over because they'll take all the load. So the idea, quite simply, it just slides in like that, underneath and over the top, and then you press that. So do another one here. So let me think. Goes that way. There's our line there. Put him in like that. Set up on your steel block and grab your favourite hammer, and don't bash your fingers because it freaking hurts. And there's a joggle. So that works a treat for where the other bracket goes. I say it's cheating because it doesn't quite compress where the radius is, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, if we knew where that joggle needed to be while we were building it up originally, then you can add that to your die, or you fold a certain way and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what that's all about. Takes like 5 seconds to make it. You can make different ones. You use different thickness material to get a bigger joggle. So if you've got 20 thou skins, I'd use 32 thou because a little bit of spring back. If you want the joggle to joggle up onto a 40 thou skin, well, you'd make it out of 40 or 50 thou. So just a little bit extra. So it's quite versatile, and you can always play around with that gap there to sharpen it up or make it less. Fun. That's it, boys and girls. That's enough for the night. Good night.